Hi, I'm John Theis, and I'm going to be presenting on the Coyote Center's construction productivity that I analyzed over the past semester. Um, I'll be focusing on three main points, which are an activity analyst, crew balance, and safety. But first, a quick background. It's located in Chandler. It's part of the Maricopa Community College. It's a 70,000 square foot educational building. It's expected to be done July 25th of next summer, and I found no indications of it not being completed by then. It's a $20 million building, and here's an overall site view. You got three different spaces combined. You got administration, the gymnasium, and then fitness area and other rooms. It's the focal point of the entire campus. To make that happen, they're going to be upgrading sidewalks, landscaping, benches, and the parking lot. They'll be working with water management, making sure there's no flooding, and also a big part of the building is movable partitions so they can adapt to changing technologies. I observed 648 snapshots of workers over 3 weeks. It's about an average of 40 workers per cycle, so I had to go quite often and make quite a few observations. And they included masonry, steel, electric, and excavating. Hot weather, 90 to 95 degrees. Overall, it's about 49% direct work. Theis holds paper. He actually says 40 to 60% is average. So, it's an average number. It's not necessarily good, but it does fall with the construction industry average. This next diagram is, I enjoy this the most. It shows the correlation between time and direct work. Early morning, it's really low. You got a lot of waiting and prep work. Well, by 10 in the morning, they're working really hard. That's a lot of direct work. And then again at 4 o'clock, you can see a lot of waiting around. People are ready to go home. Not much direct work being done. And again, and here at 6 is after lunch. You can see people are moving slow, and they build up to work more. Overall, using the last planner system and aligning the people so that they can start working harder, faster. A lot of waiting around for materials and slow fatigue. This is the building I worked on. They placed the material in between this interior wall and then this exterior wall. There was 5 people working on this. Masonry, 3 of them, a porter, and then a forklift, which I can't do anything about because that was his sole purpose. But what I did notice, this porter, he wasn't doing much, so I took all of the non-CMU tasks and gave him to the porter. So now that there's two masonry, and all they're focused on is building up the CMU, and then the porter's taking care of cleaning and laying out the materials and that kind of stuff. And it enhanced it from 58% to 73%, which is pretty good. Visual representation. Here you can see all the weight that's in this, and then I did take out in this calculation, take out the forklift, and it goes from 67 to 90%. So just something to think about if you didn't include that. Flow chart. I was wondering, is it cost effective to move mortar? Is the CMU laid down in a good spot? And I talked to the manager, and he agreed with me. It is a good spot, especially how they're not waiting for any material here, and then they've got all these places working with CMU, so it wouldn't really make sense to move everything over here or all of this there. It's more of a central spot, especially with this defined road that the trucks can drive through here and deliver everything. So it was pretty well defined for flowchart. These masonry didn't have to move at all, really. They had the material basically handed to them. Pretty good. Overall, safety was pretty good. They had automatic closing gates. You can see here they had toe boards, which were required. They had the traditional hard hat boots I wear, all that. And they also, here you can see the capped off rebar. Some bad things though, I did find myself looking at my feet a lot, so I didn't step over materials. Also, the forklift dropping CMU off without additional help posed problem. When I was there, he actually started running into other material when he's dropping stuff off up here. and a guy had to come run over and tell him to stop and help him. Also, sustainable construction here, there's no drain inlet protection. They're going for LEED gold, and that would only help them more to, watch out for water pollution as well as erosion. Overall, managers, they need to align for the right numbers of workers. I talked to a manager, and he said he could only do so much when there's too many workers being scheduled. And if estimating is saying that there needs to be 3 on a wall that only needs 2, that's a problem. They had an average 49% direct work, falls within the construction industry average, and it did accomplish a pretty well improvement from 58 to 73 with the crew balance. And overall, just aligning and arranging the startups to allow the workers to know and do what they need to know. All right, that's my presentation. Thank you.